Hello everybody, it's me again, Marlia, and I'm here today to talk about a very simple meal, Salisbury steak. My husband is right here, Anthony. He's going to be my little helper. Well, that's if he's not downstairs playing his game. Who else got a husband who love like literally just playing video games, like is a gamer, tried and true. he just got the new Xbox and so he's gonna be in and out. But hi you guys, very happy to see you. I wanted to talk about Salisbury steak today. My kids love Salisbury steak. One of the things that I can actually get them to eat is Salisbury steak. So let's make it. And I'm gonna tell you a really quick, easy way to make it. It's easy to make anyway, but you know, people exaggerate things. We're not exaggerating today. We are going to just go ahead and simply cook and have fun while cooking. So what I have here is I have my cutting board. I have a plate so I can, my big plate so that I can stack up my different Salisbury steaks, and we will be talking about gravy, and we will be talking about how to make this bad boy. So let's get to it. I have one large onion. I am not going to use the whole entire onion. I'm going to use half of it. My kids do not really like vegetables, so it is very hard to get them to eat vegetables. So I do the best I can. But onion, cut the ends off of it. Discard those, put them to the side, and then cut it in half. Okay? Cut it in half and peel the outer layer off. And then what you do that is really, really simple to get your onion is you just do this. You do little snips through it. So little, like, I don't know, little cuts here. And then you just cut down. You see that there? See that? See? You can get little cuts every time. Can't really go wrong. I learned that actually off of watching some type of food channel. When I was a little girl, I used to watch them all the time. So people thought I was weird. Hey, you call me weird? I say, now I'm making a career out of the things that I learned and love to do. Don't ever let anybody call you weird for the stuff you like to do as a child. They come and make you money as an adult. But yes, you see these here? See that? And you just make little slits. And they don't have to be too far apart, the slits. You just make sure it's not like too close. I mean, well, I guess it depends on how small you want your onions cut actually. Because, I mean, they could be close, but I like mine this size. So now that I have all of these onions done, I'm going to set them to the side. So I'm going to set this to the side and I'm going to grab my meat. It's my meat. It's about a pound, maybe a pound and a half, I don't know, of meat. And nothing is worth doing if you cannot season your food. Season your food. Otherwise, people don't want to eat it. So let's go ahead and do this. I feel like Salisbury steak is one of those like childhood things that bring back all the, you know, my childhood feels. So I'm actually kind of excited to share this recipe with you guys. But anyway, let's talk about seasoning. Sidetrack. Sazon. If you like seasoning salt, but you kind of like a toned down seasoning salt, Sazon is your friend. Sometimes for me, seasoning salt is a little too salty, and I don't really like cooking with that much salt, so I really enjoy this in my food. It allows me to just not have too much salt. I don't know how else to put that. These onions are getting to me, and onions never get to me. And why are my eyes watering when I'm on camera? Why all of a sudden? Like, I cook all the time. Why all of a sudden am I having watery eyes? I don't even want to touch my eyes because I just got done cutting onions. But Ugh. I'll use my shirt. I use my shirt. Okay. Don't worry, just my family is eating this, so you know. They'll be alright. But anyway, I have 2 Saison packets. I'm gonna add those in there. Like so. And then I am going to take my onion powder. Love onion powder. And I'm going to put a few sprinkles in. I don't know how you would measure that. How would you measure that? I don't know. I'm over here writing a whole cookbook and asking y'all how I measure this. Now I have garlic powder. Put the same amount of garlic powder that I did with onion powder in there. And I'm gonna take my pepper. And I loves me a peppery Salisbury steak. Yes, I do. Especially the gravy. That's some good eating. And then I am going to take that, go ahead and add that in there, a few sprinkles, enough so you'll get that really good flavor for sure. And another thing that I like to add that I really love, I really love the Better Than Bouillon. I love this. It is so delicious, you guys. It is so good. Did I show you? No, I didn't. This has, you get some good eating from this. Don't you, honey? Oh, yeah. He don't know what I'm talking about. He just came back. So I should have got a spoon and did not. So hey, we cooking together. We really cooking. This is my dinner for my kids tonight. So we really cooking. So you seeing the real today. And then after that, I am going to add my onions. With clean hands, roll up your sleeves. We're gonna mix. Now the onions, sometimes I saute them, but I realize I don't have to do that because with Salisbury steak, you are, for the most part, boiling your meat in like gravy and, you know, getting that flavor and stuff. So, you know, there's really no need for me to do that. The onions are going to cook regardless. Now something like if I was making burgers, something that was quick, I probably wouldn't put, you know, do that with the onions. I probably would saute my onions first, but for something like this, I feel like there's no need to have to saute your onions. Now if you like to add things like fresh herbs and stuff to your Salisbury steak, go right ahead. That is your prerogative. That'll probably be really delicious as well. But yeah, this is my basic recipe, and this, for someone who doesn't cook a lot or something like that, this is perfect for you. This is perfect for you if you have kids and you want to start, you know, eating different things, and you don't want to spend money going out and cooking, you know, eating out all the time. This is perfect. All you do is just make patties just like you would a burger. Just roll it up. Make your patties. And they should be not too big because you don't want it to take forever to cook. So you don't want to be sitting here having your kids and stuff and your husband and stuff, or your boyfriend and girlfriend, whomever. You don't want them to be waiting forever, or just you. I mean, shoot. You might just be making this for yourself, which I have no judgment. But you don't want for these to be so big that happens. I remember one time I was making these and I had made them so big that they didn't cook all the way through. And that's what, you know, cooking is. Cooking is trial and error. That's how you learn. So I learned, okay, I made these too big. And there's no need for all of that. There's no need for me to sit here and do that. So I will show you what a good size for your Salisbury steak is. Like the size of your palm. That's a good size for your Salisbury steak. And, you know, not too thick, not too thin. Enough to where people enjoy it, but not so big to where they're like, I don't want any more, I'm full. Portion control, people. Portion control. It's big, it's major, it's healthy. And that's what we're trying to do here, aren't we, honey? That's what you're trying to do. Really? He eats pizza like every day, y'all. Pizza and wings. If it's not hot wings, then he eating some pizza. But he said it's the way to go. What's your favorite thing to cook, Anthony?
I don't know.
You know. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Nope.
Why you not gonna tell? Why you not gonna tell everybody your favorite thing to cook? Really?
You gonna dog me?
Huh?
You gonna judge me?
Nobody gonna judge you. What's your favorite thing to cook? Y'all, he cooks burgers. He makes really good burgers. And he makes fried chicken. And that is the extent of it. And maybe sometimes some broccoli. That is the extent of his cooking career. That is what he does. But he does it well. So I give him that, I guess. I give him that. He does it well. So now that I am almost done rolling these patties, looking good, I will definitely have to start pulling out my ingredients for my gravy. Homemade gravy is actually really easy. It's really simple. I feel like people make it complicated, overcomplicated, but it's not complicated at all. So let me go ahead and roll up the rest of these patties, and then let me grab what I need to grab so that we can start on this delicious gravy. So now, as you can see, my patties are all pattied up, looking delicious and ready to go into the oven. I put my oven on 325. I have it preheating, and I'm going to put this on a baking pan. I'm going to put beef broth at the bottom of it, place my patties, and then I'm going to place them in the oven. Now, what I'm doing here is I have added a tablespoon of my better than bouillon, and I put it in some hot water, and that's going to be my beef broth. And all I'm going to do is pour this here on this baking pan so that it's about a cup of beef broth. I'm going to pour that there so that this can allow the patties to boil while in the oven. Baking them will allow them to all be cooked evenly. You won't have that mishap that I had when I had made really overly big Salisbury steaks where they weren't cooked all the way in the inside. That will allow that to do that. And on top of that, if you're a parent, you're busy, you have something to do, you can kind of just put them in the oven and do some things. I'm not saying go for a whole trip or anything like that, but you can do some things. You can go run, not run an errand. What was it like? Why would I say that? But you can go run after your kids. You can go do something. I don't know what it is that you do. You know what you do, but you could do something. And this can just be on a low heat and it can cook. This is a perfect recipe for parents. Perfect, especially if you are busy. You can just throw this in the oven, let it go for about 30-45 minutes. Check it, of course. Make sure it's not overcooked. Boom. Whatever you gotta do. If you're cleaning, whatever, you can still do that. And it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven, and then we'll be right back so that we can start. Now we start on our gravy. I have butter, vegan butter. That's what I'm using. You can use whatever kind of butter you like in here. And then I'm going to spoon in a tablespoon of the better than bouillon. Stir that up a little bit. And then I'm going to add my slurry. It is simply a cornstarch and water mixture that I heated up, and it looks like this. I'm just going to pour that in there, and that should thicken up my gravy. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and stir that up. And then I'm going to add my water. If you like to add, if you like to add milk or something like that, go ahead. I'm going to add a little bit of water first. And then I'm going to stir. I'm going to add my seasonings. So I'm going to add lots and lots of black pepper. A little bit of onion powder. And a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm going to lower my heat to medium heat because right now it's kind of on high heat. I'm going to lower it to medium heat, and I'm going to continuously stir until this goes into the consistency that I want it to be in. This should be how your gravy looks. See that? See that? Nice and smooth. And if you do see anything, any lumps or anything, like see there? I only have like one or two. Just spoon it out with a fork. No problems. See that? See? We cooking for real. And sometimes you have lumps. And if you have a strainer or something like that, just strain it. I don't have very many, but sometimes there are a lot. But doesn't that look luscious? And it's homemade. You can add a little bit of Worcestershire in there. The trick to really, really, really good gravy though is adding a little bit of chicken broth. I kid you not. When I do that, oh my goodness, it's amazing. And to kind of balance everything out, instead of milk, I tend to like to use almond milk in mine, but I also like to be very low on carbs as well. In my opinion, it tastes much better. So try it and tell me what you think. Tell me if you like my idea for using almond milk instead of milk. Let me know. There's no wrong answers here. Our Salisbury steaks. Look, it is time to flip them. But look at it. Let's see. Ooh. Yes. So they have been cooking for about 20 minutes. And I'm just going in and flipping them. Just flipping them. So what we have here is I made on the side some sweet peas and some mashed potatoes. But the real star of the show is these wonderful, juicy Salisbury steak, still hot, just took them out the oven, in the gravy. So you see there, had to zoom in on that where you guys couldn't even see my face. So I had to show you just how wonderful that is. And look at our gravy. Look, we made this. Me and you. You see that perfect gravy you made? You did such a good job. Now let's pour it. Ooh. See that? Now let's pour some on the mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes deserve some love too. Just everywhere, yes. Whew. We gotta take a bite. We gotta take a bite. I can't wait, you guys. I can't wait. You can taste all flavor. It's so good. It's so moist. It's the perfect size. It's just so. I gotta get another bite. And this time with my mashed potatoes. All you do with the mashed potatoes, you guys, is put some potatoes in a pot, boil them with some water, add some cream, butter, salt, pepper, and that's some good eating. But let's focus back on this Salisbury steak. Oh, this brings me back to childhood. Oh my gosh. So happy. I gotta taste this with my mashed potatoes. It's so good. It's just a shame how good this is. Really, seriously. This is amazing. Let me taste my peas. Peas are one of my most favorite things, sweet peas. Um, Everything is just seasoned so perfectly. It's not over seasoned. I hate over seasoned stuff, but this is just so good. I outdid myself today. I hope that this helps you guys. I hope that this helped a mom out there who doesn't cook that much. I hope this helped any and everyone. I hope to hear feedback about my recipe. And tell me, did this help you? Did it not? Do you have things that you do differently? Let me know. As always, have a great day, you guys. And I'll see you later, family. I gotta finish this. I can't keep talking to y'all. Bye.